Obadiah in Jewish Old Testament means servant of the Most High God. Mailafia means a man of peace. So I am by destiny a servant of God, servant of the people, and a man of peace. I abhor violence. If you could see my hands, I have never lifted my hands to commit violence, whether in word or speech or action. I belong to the Martin Luther King school of thought. But let me make it very clear. Let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
We have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They are already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They are everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense. So don't joke with what I'm telling you. I have this from the highest possible authority, higher authorities of some of the commanders of the killers and Boko Haram.
You said northern governors, past or present, Dr. Obadiah?
No, current. No, they said one of them is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. One of them. And they are not looking for money. They have more than enough money. In fact, he told me they just came back from one of the Middle East countries in private jet, full of ammunition and dollars.
Did they tell you, Dr. Obadiah, why they would want to cause civil war in 2022?
Yes, so that they can continue in power.
Here are the recorded urban city killings. Prophecy number 4. As at the 12th of August, 2021, Dr. Tunde Aluzungle, a PhD, and a member of the Nigerian Guild of Editors, wrote about gunsmoke from the east on Tuesday the 10th of August, 2021. He wrote, Ahmed Gulak, a former advisor to former President Goodluck Jonathan, was on Sunday the 30th of May, 2021, shot dead on his way from Owerri, the IMO state capital, to catch a flight at the Owerri airport. He was reportedly ambushed around Umuza Bangvu, in Ingokpala local government area, en route the airport. Reports indicate Gulak was asked out of his car, questioned about his identity and shot at point-blank range. Barely 24 hours after Gulak, a retired High Court, Stanley Nagy, was double-crossed by gunmen in Enugu, capital of Enugu state, and shot dead. He was dragged out of his Mercedes-Benz SUV, beside the Enugu Diagnostics Center right in the Enugu city center, and shot several times. There were insinuations that Nagy in 2006, gave an order to the Inspector General of Police at the time, Tafabalogun, to remove Chris Njige, who was governor of Anambra State at the time, from office. Chris Uba, a stalwart of the People's Democratic Party, PDP like Njige, presented a document signed by Njige, before the Anambra State gubernatorial polls of 2003, to quit office after the election. Uba had allegedly sponsored Njige's election, and he had gotten Njige to sign to give up the position thereafter. Following Nagy's adjudication on the matter, Njige was forcefully ejected from office. On the 7th of July, 2021, Sandu Bizai, a professor and chief executive officer of Scientific Equipment Development Institute, SETI, a parastatal of the Federal Ministry of Science and Technology, was shot dead again on the streets of Enugu. He was returning from office after work on the fateful day, when gunmen took him out in the most gruesome manner, in an incident which consumed his police orderly and traumatized his daughter, who was riding with him. The sports utility vehicle he was in, was riddled with bullets. 3 days before this incident, Ifeanyi Ioke, Chief Executive Officer Designate of Autoease Organization, was murdered in the presence of his 7-year-old son, in the same Enugu. Philip Odela, billionaire businessman, was on Tuesday the 13th of July, 2021, murdered across the road from Enugu, in Ikogu, Idemili North local government area, of Anambra State. Odela, the youthful proprietor of Odela Football Club, in the state, died in the most bestial manner. The vehicles conveying him, the manager of his club, Godsent Eriobu, and 3 police escorts, were burned beyond recognition. The Southeast, suddenly, so sadly suddenly, has metamorphosed into a novel Wild East. Interestingly, the gunmen never took a pin from the scenes of the crimes they committed. There have been no reports of theft from any of those that were murdered in recent weeks. Which means the killings were premeditated.